there was media there. There was looking about this job with the media around a little bit. And so I was, Rachel thought I was speaking to belong to the media, so she brought a bunch of numbers to me and told me I had to get to work. I need to get to work about that. So, taxes and regulations. They are the great destroyers of capital and time for small businesses. Almost every dollar I earned as a shop owner went to grow little donut shops. So every dollar taken in taxes slows the growth, and that impacts jobs. Almost every minute I had today also went toward growing our small business. So every minute I spent addressing some new rule or regulation also slows growth. So when growth slows in small businesses, what happens? Jobs and first casualty. So in this section, we need to lower burdens of taxes on small businesses and continue our mission of slashing red tape and reform. We must also improve the machinery by which government seekers can get a job. I propose greater accountability for our workforce boards. The tax money is not wasted, and the purpose of those boards is fulfilled, to get people jobs. That's the entire purpose and the only purpose. I'm also asking you to require job training for those who are receiving unemployment checks. I'm sure, like in your life, in my life, every challenge creates an opportunity. And time in between jobs gives unemployed Floridians the opportunity to learn new skills. Now, while lowering taxes and eliminating unnecessary regulations are critical, the bedrock of any sound, sustainable economy is an educated workforce, well equipped to meet the challenges of an advanced global marketplace. In my own life, I've seen firsthand how education puts the American dream within reach. As you know, I grew up poor. As a kid, I delivered newspapers for 5 cents a week, or $5 a week. When I wasn't delivering newspapers, I was selling TV guides. I probably can remember that. For 4 cents profit a copy, and I flipped hamburgers for 85 cents an hour. Those were all jobs that I learned something in every one of those jobs. So today, I stand before you, privileged to be the governor of the greatest state in the greatest nation in the world. This is the American dream. This is a story told 1,000 times with each generation. And the means by which it is accomplished is an effective and accountable education system. So we can have great weather, we can have beautiful beaches, we can have a wonderfully strategic location, which we have. But if Florida doesn't provide the intellectual talent to make our businesses competitive, we will become a footnote when this century's history is written. But if we can continue to create a culture of excellence in our schools, Florida will merit a full chapter in that history that describes a reawakening and a mighty, prosperous nation and state. We begin to do this by building on the success of last session, when we increased school choice for Florida's parents. We also refocused on an outdated tenure system into a system that can reward its best performers for excelling in educating our students. As you know, as you each know, none of that was particularly easy. But all of it was obviously necessary. If we're to give our children their chance to grasp the future. I want to thank each of you for your willingness to confront those issues, because I think long-term they're going to have a dramatic impact on our state. So, I've spent the past 2 years as a child in the state and listening to Floridians all about their visions for the future of our state. So I'd like to take a moment now to recognize one of Florida's talented, hard-working educators who has taught me a great deal about the bright futures of our students and our state. Heather Veneer is here with very committed to her students. She teaches American government at Immokalee High School. Her students are from she teaches honors, advanced placement, English language learners every day. And this is all of us have hopes and dreams for our future, our kids' future, our grandkids' future. So do her students. So when I talk to her students, they want to do everything from being a chef to a veterinarian. They want to be a hairdresser, a doctor, a lawyer. Some of them want to own shops. They weren't sure what shops yet, but they want to own shops. But educators like Heather, these students and their dreams are clearly that's what's going to drive the prosperity of our state. So if Heather would stand up, I just want to thank you for all you do for us. Floridians truly believe that support for education is the most significant thing we can do to ensure both short-term job growth and long-term economic prosperity for our state. And you know what? They are absolutely right. That's why this session, I ask you to continue your commitment to education, to ensure that the difficult decisions we must make on the budget are focused on prioritizing the things we all know are essential to the future of our great state. As you know, my recommended budget includes $1 billion in new state funding for education. I ask each of you to consider that, take my recommendation very carefully, think about it very carefully. And as you know, as I said on this point, I just can't budge. I ask you again to send me a budget that significantly increases state funding for education. This is the single most important decision we can make today for Florida's future. But our efforts on education cannot stop, cannot end there. Florida has a rich cultural history surrounding its college and universities. Don't take my word for it. Ask any anthropologist.